But yeah, of course they want to do that, man. They want to do so much different things for Biden. You know what I mean? They can't even have I just seen something today where a black woman went up to the stage and said,
Hello, my name is Portia Bennett. I'm just gonna be honest, Mr. Biden. I was told to go off this paper, but I can't. You need the truth.
this man, when people want to ask questions, and he's on a podium, he says, okay, the staff had some people they want to pick out for questions. They know who they want to ask already. This man can't even pick out his own freaking people that want to ask him questions. He can't finish a sentence. I don't understand how the people can vote for somebody that can't even finish a sentence.
COVID has taken this year, just since the outbreak, it's taken more than 100 years. Look, here's the lives. When you think about it, more lives this year than any other year for the past 100 years. And stop your boast about never being seen at what you can do anything. You always talk about your ability to negotiate.
You know what I mean? People's narrative about Trump is racism. But once they drop that narrative, they have no more argument. And even that narrative, when people say, I'll be like, okay, well, show me where he's being racist against black people without it being an edited clip. And I ain't got nothing yet. I'm just like, what is going on? People are so brainwashed by the media that the media is ridiculous, man. It can really brainwash people to the point where I was just telling Wayne today, if I don't find myself Republican or Democratic. I like to look at the better person I think should lead the free world or whatever. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's Trump over Biden. Now, when you tell somebody this, or somebody tells me like they're supporting Biden, I don't get upset. I don't be like, yo, you're dumb, you're this, you're that. I might try to tell them a couple political facts. I don't get upset. You know what I mean? But you tell somebody you're a Trump supporter, they're so brainwashed. They're so brainwashed that they get mad at you. They get upset about you. That should be something alone that makes you be like, okay, this ain't right.
It's a little
Why
weird.
would you get mad at somebody for the political views? You get what I'm saying? And then if you look at the facts of what's going on, Trump's been in office for 3 years or going on 4 years. Biden's been in the office for 40 plus years. What do you think he's going to do different coming in now? I mean, when you think about that, man, it's just you put the facts on two plates of what each one has done. One has done more in 3 years than one has done in 40 years. One has done way more racist stuff than whatever you're claiming this one done. You get what I'm saying? One didn't even want his kids to go to school with black people because he thought it was going to be a jungle. You get what I'm saying? One keeps saying racist things. If you vote for Trump, then you ain't black. Said black people aren't diverse. Keeps doing racist stuff. You get what I'm saying? And they don't blow that up on the media. Why? You know what I mean? But Trump does something, gets edited clips. You put edited clips in somewhere, and then they blow the mess up out of that. You get what I'm saying? You know how rigged CNN is? I was up about 30 minutes to an hour going down CNN tweets. This is how rigged they are. Every time you see a Joe Biden thing, it's something good. It's something good. Something good. Keep going down. Come out here. Something good. Boop. Trump thing bad. Something good. Something good. Democratic Party. Nancy Pelosi. Good. 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 Boop. Trump bad. Trump bad. Good. 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 Democratic. Democratic. Good. Good. Trump bad. CNN is so rigged. It is corrupt. It's ridiculous. Get out of character.
It's a word for this. All right. And we learned this in school. When the Holocaust happened and the Nazis were trying to get the people to feel how they felt about the Jews, right? They used posters and they would depict the Jews with, exaggeratedly large noses and crazy looking features and made them look like monsters, and you see enough of this and you don't do your research. Half of us may even know Jewish people and don't even know that they're Jewish, so you could be walking around with somebody that's Jewish and not even know it because your idea of what this person is has been painted and expressed like this is what it is, and it's done to the extent to where you don't question it. It's called propaganda. And that propaganda led to 6 million plus deaths.
I'm glad you just said that. Yes, bro. What you just said is perfect, a perfect analogy for what is happening right now. There was just a shooting the other day of a Trump supporter, right? You can hear in the background the person saying, "Hey, we got one," a Trump supporter. Then you see like two or three shots go off. I was killed for being a Trump supporter. And then afterward, you see Antifa and the organization of Black Lives Matter. They're just saying how, you know, well, I'm gonna roll it. I'm gonna roll that clip. Let y'all check that out.
We can take out the trash on our own. I am not sad that a fascist died tonight.
But they're basically saying how they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they not care, but they were happy that this Trump supporter was shot for being a Trump supporter. But what does that go back to what you were just saying? Right? When you've demonized a group and when you've painted them to be Nazis and you've painted them to be
brainwashed them to a certain extent.
Brainwashed them, right?
For sure. Because the mass, and I don't want to speak too generally, but for what I understand, the perception of a Trump supporter is a good old boy. You know what I'm saying? Is a redneck. Trump support goes in line with support of the Confederacy. Like, this is our perception. This is what we've been shown. So when we think of Trump supporters, then we think of people who we have probably dealt with in our lives and had unpleasant experiences with, you know?
Right.
So already Trump supporter, and if you're a Trump supporter and you don't identify like that person, then somehow you may be accepted of that person's behavior. Although the Trump supporter that's being painted may actually be a person. We're going to take this one person's flaws and apply them to the whole capacity of people that fall under whatever line it is that you want to relate them to, you know? And I'm not speaking as a Trump supporter. I'm speaking as an analyst of human nature, you know, how we do things. And that in itself is an issue that we have to think for ourselves.
Wake 'em up, 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 wake 'em up. It's time to wake up the sleeping. It's time to wake up the sleeping.